first thing you want to do before working on any electrically driven air compressor is to make sure the compressor itself is turned off, the power to the compressor is turned off, and if possible, that the air compressor is unplugged from the power service. Once you feel you're sure that you've turned off the power to the compressor and disconnected any additional power sources that might operate the air compressor, you want to use your multimeter or an amp probe to check to make sure that you are sure that there is no power being delivered to the air compressor. Use your multimeter to make sure that you don't have any operational power going to the compressor systems. Once you have verified this, you can move on to the next step of draining the tank or system pressure to make sure that the compressor is safe to operate. Once you've verified that the air compressor is turned off and all electrical power has been disconnected from the air compressor, you want to make sure that you drain the system pressure from the tank of the compressor where you're working with. Make sure that this pressure has been drained down to zero. You can check by checking your tank pressure gauge to make sure that it reads zero. You can also check by pulling the tank safety valve to also make sure that there is no pressure left in the tank. The tank safety valve is typically located somewhere near the gauge. Once you've checked all these things, your compressor is now safe to work on.
In this video, we will look at how to clean out and or replace the inlet valve on an EVO1NK, EVO2NK, NK30, NK40, or NK31 air end. To start, remove the air filter cover and air filter housing. Once we have the air filter housing cover removed, we'll remove the hold down screw. This is done with a 5mm hex key. Loosen the bolts to the point to where that you can finish taking them out by hand. Remember to maintain pressure on the valve disc as it is spring loaded. Now disassemble the valve one piece at a time. Occasionally you'll need to tap the side of the valves with a rubber mallet or wooden hammer to loosen it before taking it out, depending on how long the unit has been in service. You can now repair or replace the valve. When looking at the valve, notice the air port in the valve. There is a matching port on the air end. If the valve has become or is not functioning properly, this port will need cleaned out. Use some compressed air to blow the port. Reassemble the valve in the same manner that you took it apart with the 5mm wrench.